a concrete floor and columns. It always starts with only this. The drawings arrive first. Everything that will ever stand here has already been decided inside them. We check the floor first. A flatness error measured in millimeters becomes centimeters 10 meters above. Clear height, column spacing, floor load capacity. These three define the limits of what can be designed. We snap lines onto the floor. This one line becomes the reference for every piece of equipment that follows. Nothing stands here yet, but the space now has coordinates. The materials arrive, 12 containers worth. Rack uprights, beams, conveyor frames, rollers, motors, control cabinets. Rack uprights, beams, conveyor frames, rollers, motors, control cabinets. Every item is inspected. One missing part stops an entire line. Materials are staged in installation order. Anything placed out of sequence has to be moved twice. We drill into the concrete. At a marked position, there is no tolerance. Tighten to specified torque. This single bolt will carry several tons. The first upright goes in. From here, the warehouse stops being a floor plan and becomes a volume. Racking extends from the inside outward. Each completed bay becomes the reference for the next. We plumb it true. A millimeter missed at this stage becomes 5 centimeters at the top level. We lay the travel rail for the stacker crane. The crane can never be more accurate than the rail allows. Conveyors begin with the legs. Set the heights first, and the frame simply lands on top. Section meets section. A step between rollers is where a carton will stop and stay. We build the path for the power first. Cable tray runs where no one can reach it later. Kilometers of cable go in. Every strand is labeled with where it came from and where it goes. The control cabinet arrives. The logic inside it will drive this entire building. Compressed air does what electricity cannot. It pushes, it stops, it diverts. We energize the system. From this moment, the building begins to consume power. The stacker crane arrives, 24 meters tall, 12 tons. It is set onto the travel rail. Once the top guide rail engages, the crane has its own axis. The shuttle runs on rails inside the rack. An aisle no person can enter is, to this machine, a road. The encoder turns rotation into numbers. This is how a machine knows where it is. The warehouse now has a nervous system. It does not move yet, but it has begun to feel its own body. Every input and output is verified, more than 3,000 signals, each landing where it should. We run them one at a time. Before anything runs together, each must run correctly alone. Now they interlock. Conveyor hands off to crane, crane hands off to shuttle. The handoff is where it fails. Rated load, maximum height. We measure how long it takes for the oscillation to settle. 72 hours of continuous operation. Not whether it stops, but how it stops when it does.
Someone presses a button. The instruction goes down. The crane travels to an exact coordinate without knowing why. The shuttle retrieves the tote from deep inside. No person enters that aisle. Here, for the first time, a person appears. The machine brings the goods to the human. The human only reaches out. Packed, labeled, released to the dock. Order to shipment 11 minutes. 3 months ago, there was a concrete floor and columns. Inside this building, 3 transactions now move every second. None of this is visible from here. 11 minutes inside the building. 3 months to build it. And at the center of it, a person was standing the whole time.